In response to Bashar al-Assad's recent chemical attack on civilians, the U.S., Britain, and France launched precision airstrikes at 3 targets in Syria. While the attack was meant to send a strong message to the regime, concerns grow over its side effects, including how the move could alarm North Korea. Our Cha Sang-mi reports.
President Trump addressed the U.S. from the White House last Friday local time, saying he had given the order for the U.S. military, in conjunction with Britain and France, to launch airstrikes on Syria. The airstrikes came around a week after an alleged chemical weapons attack on civilians in the rebel-held town of Douma on April 7th. The Pentagon confirmed the airstrikes hit 3 sites, a scientific research facility in the capital Damascus, and chemical weapons storage facilities, as well as an important command post near homes. Speaking at a briefing late Friday, U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis said the strikes were to send a strong message to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
But right now, this is a one-time shot, and I believe that it sent a very strong message to dissuade him, to deter him from doing this again.
And there's some debate over that message and whether it was simply targeting the Syrian president or also aimed at North Korean leader Kim Jong-un ahead of the expected U.S.-North Korea summit.
The North Korea would kind of feel, frightened or concerned about the recent strike on Syria. Clearly the focus of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is how his regime would be guaranteed its security and safety.
However, another expert says the United States has been taking a very different approach for the Middle East and North Korea, and Washington was always hesitant to use direct military power against Pyongyang.
There was always a very wide divergence between the U.S. policies toward the Middle East and North Korea than in the case of North Korea, even if there was some need to react to North Korean challenges, always the U.S. avoided to use military force. So I think that the Syrian airstrikes will not alarm North Korea overmuch.
The expert added that rather than the airstrikes against Syria, Pyongyang will be more interested in the U.S. relationships with Russia and China, and that the U.S. trade war with China and confrontation with Russia over Syria could benefit Pyongyang when it comes to negotiations with Washington. Cha Sang-mi, Arirang News.